Telford has a 1.7% Muslim population. So I went up there. I'd done a 12 to 18 month investigation where I sat with 12 girls. Those 12 girls told me their lives, yeah? And they trust me. They don't trust journalists. They don't trust the police. They've been failed by everyone. They trust me. So I went through and I'd done a database. And when men were named by more than 3 girls, yeah, I go after the men on these documentaries and I go and find them. One was leader of the council of mosques. One was a solicitor. One was giving speeches in the mosque about tackling grooming. Yeah. He's at it. He's one of the main men. It's insane, yeah? But 1.7% Muslim population. So the police investigation identified 1,000 children in that town by these Muslim gangs. 1,000. Police prosecuted 11 people. The police identified over 200 men that were involved, but they prosecuted 11. Well, what about the other 189 that you found, yeah? How come they're not getting prosecuted? 5 women are dead in that town alone. Yeah, they set fire to a mother and a daughter. Yeah, they murdered another girl. One girl, he murders her. He's in my documentary. This man, he's running a business. He done 2 years in jail. Yeah, but the scary thing, which everyone should be looking at, 1.7% Muslim population. Out of that, so there's only 3,000 Muslims in Telford. Yeah, take the women out, take the under 16s, take the over 70s. Yeah, you're looking at 1,000 men. Out of that 1,000 men, the police identified 200. The independent inquiry identified 350. Yeah? I had 250 names from the girls I sat with. I identified 250 men. I know every single thing about every organisation in Telford, every one of their businesses, how they operate, who's doing what. So that means 20 to 30% of the Muslim men in Telford kids. That's insane. We're not talking about a small number. When you hear it, you think, oh, little gang. No, we're not. We're talking about 30%. That means when they're walking out of that mosque, that means 3 out of every 10 are kids. That's just what we identified. And then, so we've got Telford, and they've given us the figures for Telford, yeah? And we've got Rotherham, where we've had the figures for Rotherham. 1,400 dead in Rotherham, 1,400. There's only a 3.8% Muslim population in Rotherham. Luton's 50%. There's only 3.8%. So 1.7%, 3.8%. You've got 1,400 kids. You've got some dead again in Rotherham, yeah? You go through the figures again, you're talking upwards of 15 to 20% of the men with the police investigation. It's like... And we've only been given the numbers for I think Rotherham and Telford have been used as scapegoat cities because they've had to get this problem out. But the problem is that big. And why I get onto Islam, or why I go down the Islamic route, we have to stop it. So we have to understand it. If you want to understand it, you've got to look at why these men think the way they do. Like there's 3 brothers raping a kid together. There's a father and son raping a girl together. They're like picking them up like a taxi driver, just driving them, and all the other men who work with him. Imagine one of yous here, imagine one of us sat there and said, got a 12-year-old girl, yeah? Right, lads, do you want to come round? You're going to kick their head in, aren't you?